Hi everyone, what's up? All good? Great. Today we will be solving the question merge in between linked lists. So it is a very intuitive question and easy also. So let's see how we can solve it. You are given two linked lists, list 1 and list 2 of sizes n and m respectively. Okay, you have been given with two linked lists, list 1 and list 2. Now what we have to do is remove list 1's nodes from Ath node to the Bth node and put list 2 in their place. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to remove the nodes from Ath node to the Bth node from the list 1, and in that place we need to insert the list 2, and finally we will be returning the final head of the no our linked list. Okay, so let's see from an example with this example. Okay, so what we have to do here, we have been given with list 1 and list 2. And from we have to remove the nodes from Ath node to Bth node. So which is our Ath node? See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our third node and this is our fourth node. Okay, right? So we have to remove from this node to this node. Okay, as you can see from here as well. So we have to remove AF node to the BF node. And instead of this, what we need to do? We need to insert list 2 in this in its place. So how we can do is this? What we need to do is, instead of pointing this to AF node, it should point it to the head of the linked list 2, and the final node of the list 2 should point to the next node of BF node. It means this, what is this? This is A minus 1th node and this is B plus 1th node, right? So we just need to change these two pointers. We just need to remove this pointer and make it point to the list 2 head, and the end node of the list 2 should point to the B plus 1th node. Okay, so I think you might get it. So what we can do here is, first of all, we can start traversing the list 2, and we will finally get a and we will initialize a pointer and start traversing the list 2. And we can simply get the last node of the list 2, right? So first of all, we will keep it stored as a last node. Okay, cool. Now we will initialize our current node as 0, like we are at 0th node. And two, we will initialize two pointers as current and previous, right? So previous will be pointing to null and current will be pointing to the head of the list 1. Okay, so now what we can do is, we can check if our current node is equals to A. Yeah, no, it's not. So what we will do is, we will simply shift our current to this and previous to the current. Okay, cool. And we will simply increase our current node as well, because now our current is pointing to first node, right? Okay, cool. Now, does our current node is equals to A? No, it's not. So we will simply make it point to the next node, and previous will point to the current. Okay. Now we will also increment our current node because we are at second node. Now, does it is equals to the A? No, it is not equals to A. So what we will do is, we will simply increment our current and P as well. Okay. And our current node is 3 now. So does it equals to 3? Yeah, now it is equals to 3. So what we can do is, we can simply make our previous pointer next make point to the list 2, right? Because previous is pointing to this node now, and we just need to break this connection, and we also need to keep track of this node. So that's why we have current here, so we don't have issue with this thing. So what we need to do is, we just need to break this pointer and make it point to the head of the list 2. So we will simply make previous of next is equals to list 2. Okay, great. So finally we have breaking this pointer and make it point to this node. Okay, cool. Now, now we will check if our current node is equals to B. No, it's not. So just make it point to the next node and also change the previous as well. So now also increase the current node because we are at the fourth node now. Now again check. We equal to is current node equals to B? No, it is not. Yeah, it's equals to B. It's equals to 4. So what we need to do here? We need to make last node point to the next node of the current. Okay, see what we need to do is we need to make the last node of our list to make point to the node which is next of the current node. Okay, so if our current node equals to V, then what we will do? We will just simply make point last node next to the current node next. And when we will do this? We will do this if current node equals to A, then we will do this. If it is equals to B, then we will do this. So in this way, we have changed our both the pointers. And at the end, what we will do? We will simply return our result, sorry, list 1. That's all. We will simply return the head of our list 1, which because we have changed the pointers in this list. Simple. Yeah. So why we are returning the head of the list 1? What if we have to change the, sorry, we have to delete the first node, 0th node. You can see it's 0th node. Okay. So let's see. Here it is given that you will be deleting the node from 1, not from 0. You will never be deleting the head of the list 1. So we don't need to handle that weights condition. If you are given here that A can be from 0 to list dot then minus 1, then you need to add some more base conditions. But here, as you are given A should be greater than or equals to 1, then this approach should be fine. Okay, so now let's see how we can code it. Okay, so first of all, we will be initializing our last node. Okay, so let's initialize it with this 2 and we will be traversing our list 2 array. So last node is equals to last node of next. So in this way, we will be pointing out to the last node of the list 2. Okay, cool. Now initialize a variable current node equals to 0 and now initialize two pointers. Current is equals to list 1 and previous is equals to null. Cool. Now while current, if what we need to do, we just need to check two conditions. If current node equals to A, then what we were doing? We were just making previous of next make point to list 2. And if current of node equals to V, we will make last node of next point to current of next, right? And if we have changed our second pointer as well, then we will simply come out of this loop. Yeah, because we have changed both the pointers. Otherwise, what we will need to do? We will simply need to increment our current node and make previous as current node and current node make point as current of next. And at the end, we will simply return our list 1. Good. So let's try run this. Yeah, it's working fine. Let's try submitting this. Yeah, good. It's working fine. So let's discuss about its time and space complexity. As you can see here that we are running this one loop for the iterating the list 2 which is of size m and running this loop for iterating list 1 which is of size n. So its time complexity will be big O of n plus m. And as we are not using any extra space, so its space complexity will be big O of 1, right? So this was a very easy question. I hope you get it. If you still have any doubts, you can surely post in the comment section. I will try to answer them. Till then, bye bye guys. See you soon in the next video.